Hello and welcome to Easy Commerce. Students, I hope you all are well and fine. Today we are going to start second chapter of accounts, that is dual effect of transactions and types of accounts. Students, before going to understand the dual effects of transaction, first of all we will discuss about transaction. The types of transactions, that is economic transaction and non-economic transaction. Economic transactions, it has been classified into two parts, that is cash transaction and credit transaction. So let us understand first what do you mean by transaction. As it has already been discussed in first chapter, transaction means what? A transaction is an exchange of money, goods and services between two persons. Exchange means to give and take. Any kind of transaction which is relating to business, those transactions are called as business transactions. The transaction which include the exchange of money or money's worth, that is called as financial transactions. So बच्चों, only financial business related transactions are to be recorded in the books of accounts, whereas non-financial transactions are not recorded in the books of accounts. So we have already understood the meaning of transaction. There are two types of transaction, that is economic transaction and non-economic transaction. What is the meaning of economic transaction? Those transactions in which money is exchanged or services are exchanged which can be measured in terms of money are called as economic transactions. If we invite a friend to a dinner party, it is not considered as economic transaction because we do not have any kind of expectation to get something in return. Such kind of example is called as your non-economic transaction. So students, what about non-economic transaction? Those transactions in which money is not exchanged or there is an exchange of such things which cannot be measured in terms of money are called as non-economic transactions. The transaction which took place with any love, affection or any relation. In return, we do not have any kind of expectation to get something in form of money. That is called as your non-economic transaction. Economic transactions are classified by cash transaction and credit transaction. All kind of cash transactions and credit transactions are called as economic transactions. Now let us understand, you know it very well, but then also let us understand cash transaction. When immediate payment or receipt takes place through cash or check for the goods, assets or services, such kind of transaction is called as cash transaction. That means whenever the amount of cash will be immediately paid on any kind of transaction or any kind of exchange, that is called as cash transaction. Whereas when payment or receipt through cash or check of an economic transaction is delayed or suspended for a certain duration is called as credit transaction. Students, we are about to understand dual effect of transactions. But before that, we should have to identify that which particular transaction is being considered as your cash transaction, which is called as your credit transaction, and which are the transaction which is called as your non-economic transaction. So student, it can be understood that economic transactions are always being recorded in the books of accounts, whereas non-economic transactions are not being recorded in the books of accounts. Now let us understand the rules to identify cash transaction and credit transaction. We are having certain rules to identify cash and credit transaction if the transaction includes the word cash, check or bank. Such kind of transaction is called as cash transaction. Second point, if the transaction include the word cash, check as well as the name of any person, that is called as cash transaction. Now, what is name of person? Means any living person is called a person. At the same time, any person which is artificial person, which is having legal existence in the eyes of law, that is called as artificial person, and that is also defined as person. As for example, Ramesh account, Mahesh account, Jayesh account, these are the living person, whereas Ambika Furniture Mart, okay, Atul Furniture Mart, Atul Stationery Shop, SBI account, these are called as artificial person in the eyes of law. So, the next point is, if the transaction does not include cash or check as well as the name of any person, then also it is considered as your cash transaction. Next point, that if the transaction include any word received, receivable, paid or payable, these kind of transactions are also called as cash transaction. Now students, we are having these 4 points that is called as your cash transaction. The only one point is to identify credit transaction. If the transaction includes only the name of any person, then it is called as credit transaction. That means if the transaction will be having the name of living person or artificial person only, then such transaction is called as credit transaction. Let us understand such rules by certain examples. Students, we have already discussed that any cash transaction or credit transaction is a part of economic transaction. So, to identify whether such transaction is economic transaction or non-economic transaction, the same rule is going to be applied here. The question itself is, state whether the following transactions are economic transaction or non-economic transaction. To give dual effect of any transaction, we must know that the transaction is of economic or non-economic transaction, or whether such transaction is cash or credit transaction. First of all, we are going to discuss about economic or non-economic transaction. Let us identify from the following transactions. See, first transaction is sold goods for rupees 10,000. The rule which is going to be applied here, that we are not having any cash or check word is there. At the same time, the name of person is also not there. That's why such transaction is called as economic transaction. Such transaction includes the exchange of cash, and by selling such goods, we are about to receive such amount of 10,000 cash. That's why this transaction is called as economic transaction. The second transaction is spent rupees 4,000 on inviting a friend to a dinner. Students, by inviting a friend to a dinner, we are not having any kind of expectation to get something in return from friend. That's why such transaction is not having any kind of exchange of money, and the transaction does not involve any kind of monetary terms. That's why this transaction is called as non-economic transaction. Third example, that is a gift of rupees 1 lakh. Gift means what? We do not have any kind of expectation to get something in return. The transaction took place with love, affection and relation. That is called as gift. Such amount of gift of rupees 1 lakh given to daughter on her marriage. We are not expecting to get something in return from daughter. That's why such transaction is called as non-economic transaction, and that's why non-economic transaction is not going to be recorded in the books of accounts. Next transaction is shop rent paid rupees 20,000. If the transaction include the word paid, then it is called as cash transaction. And if it is cash transaction, that is called as your economic transaction. The exchange of money took place, and that's why such transaction is called as your economic transaction. Received commission, until and unless you will not receive cash, it will not be considered as received. That's why received commission of rupees 10,000 will be having exchange of cash, and that's why such transaction is called as economic transaction. Now students, let us understand that whether such transaction is of your cash or credit transaction. We have to identify from the following transaction that whether such transaction is cash or credit. Sold goods of rupees 20,000 for cash. The word cash is included in the transaction, and that's why it is called as cash transaction. The second transaction is purchase goods of rupees 15,000 from Raju. That means name of person is there. may be possible if the person's name is living person or artificial person. It has been purchased goods from Raju and issued check for the payment. That's why the word check is also there. At the same time, name of the person is also there. That's why it is called as your cash transaction. Next transaction is purchase furniture of rupees 50,000. We are not having any word cash or check. At the same time, the name of the person is also not there. That's why such rule is going to be applied for your cash transaction, and this is called as your cash transaction. Next transaction is paid. The word paid is included. Paid rupees 1,000 for railway freight. That means for the payment of railway freight, the amount of 1,000 that has been spent, the cash goes out from your business, and that's why such amount of exchange of 1,000 will be taken place. That's why such kind of transaction is called as cash transaction. Sold goods of rupees 30,000 to Rajesh. Name of the person is there. Only the name of the person will be included in the transaction is called as credit transaction. Next transaction is purchased furniture of rupees 60,000 from Ambika Furniture Mart. Ambika Furniture Mart is artificial person which is having legal existence in the eyes of law. And that's why only the name of the person is included in the transaction. That's why such transaction is called as credit transaction. I hope students you understood properly. Thank you very much. Stay safe, stay happy. Goodbye.